Everybody, it is officially week 2, meaning we got to bring back the series. Week 2 NFL predictions, everybody. Here we go. Um, as you guys remember, week 1, I would say we did meh. We went 9-7 last week. That's good enough to maybe get you in the playoffs, but likely a first round loss, unless of course you're the Titans. But 9-7, but you gotta think reality. Did you expect the Washington football team to defeat the Eagles? That's what I thought. Did you expect the Cardinals to defeat the Niners? Oh, that's what I thought too. So it was we didn't do a good job. There were many upsets though, and I think I'm missing a few upsets. Oh yeah, did you expect the Jags to beat the Colts? Oh, that's an upset. So that was the week 1, but last week we went 9-7, but now it's time for this week. So starting off the Thursday night game, Bengals Browns, an AFC North clash, and I think that the Browns come up and take this game. This is Burrow's like first time on a big stage, like not really a Sunday afternoon game, but like a big like this is Thursday night football. People are going to be watching. I think he'll have a good game like what he did last time, but of course the kicker he they so bad. They deserve to win that game. They I would say they didn't deserve it, but like they should have at least gone to overtime for that game. They didn't deserve to lose off of that. I think 17-23 Browns win. Browns just a little bit more talented in my opinion. A little better defense, a little better offense. Just because of that, I have to go with the Browns here in this situation. Next, you got Giants Bears. I think this is a close game. I think it's a close game, and I think it's a high scoring one. And I think that the Bears come out on top. I just Mitchell Trubisky had a good game last week, and I think he can have another good game. I'm not going to be surprised. Giants, I would say I think they have a little better offensive game this week, and they click a little bit more. Daniel Jones has a nice game, but they do come up short to the Chicago Bears. Next, we got Rams Eagles, and I think we have another close game. The Rams they won their debut in SoFi Stadium against the Cowboys, which lots of people thought was an upset, and I think that they take an L here in Philly. Philly's just a much better team, and I don't think that streak of beating these East teams are going to keep up much longer. Cowboys may not have been ready. Who knows? It was week 1. You don't know. I think Philly takes this one in a close game, maybe a game-winning field goal, but in a close game. Philly takes this one 21-20. Next, you got Falcons Cowboys, and I think the Cowboys bounce back, have a nice bounce back game, score 38 points, and defeat the Atlanta Falcons. Last week the Falcons got crushed really by the Seahawks. Not going to be surprised if they don't get crushed by the Cowboys. They're not as good as a team as they were, and I think that the Cowboys are still a very good team and still have some potential to do good. And that's why I got the Cowboys winning this game. Next, you got Panthers Bucks, and I think the Bucks have another bounce back game. We're getting a lot of bounce back games here, but the Bucks they're just a much better team than the Panthers. I think this game's close. I do. I really do think this game's kind of close. But the Buccaneers they will win this game 24-20. Brady has a decent bounce back game. Last game he did not play good against my Saints. My Saints locked up him. How many picks? That was 2 picks. I think we forced Marcus Williams got one and Janoris Jenkins got one. But overall, I think Tom Brady will have a little bit better game here. Maybe not those 2 interceptions, a little bit better game as they defeat the Carolina Panthers. Moving on, San Fran versus Jets. We have another bounce back game, and San Fran just obliterates the Jets. The Jets are not a good team. They don't score a touchdown. They only get 3 points. 3 points. That's it. The Niners don't have the greatest of offensive games, but I think the Niners defense, which was arguably one of the greatest defenses of all time, show plays like they're the greatest defense of all time, limiting them to only 3 points all game. Next, Broncos Steelers. These two teams, in my opinion, are kind of evenly matched. The Steelers they have a very good defense. The Broncos they have a decent offense too. Good game could be a pretty good one. Who knows? But I think the Steelers win this one in a close battle. Block and Roethlisberger both play pretty good in my opinion. Teams I would say are around equal range. I would very like around the little bit above mediocre range. So that's why I got the Steelers winning this one, 24-23 in a close game. Next, you got Jags Titans. The Jags they had one amazing game, but I don't think that uh, I don't think they'll go back to back. Titans, I think they may game plan, they may strategize, and they're not. We're led by a quarterback making his debut as a Colt, and that's I think going to be the main things. The Titans they basically have very similar team like they had in the offseason, and I think that this happens and that they will win this game against the Jags. Lions Packers here. Here, hear me out here. I think that the Lions win this game. The Lions were incredibly close to winning that game against the Chicago Bears. DeAndre Swift dropped a wide open touchdown pass, and in my opinion, Bears didn't deserve to win that game. Mitchell had a great game, but they did not deserve to win that game. But I think that they win this one. I really do. The offense of the Packers was amazing. Like 43 points, had an amazing game. But I think that the Lions they just somehow do it. They pull off the upset. They beat the Packers, which is almost like impossible. Like we've never thought of that happening. Always the Packers are above the Lions. Packers above the Lions, but Lions they get a little small thing here, and I think they'll defeat the Green Bay Packers. Next, Dolphins, Bills. Bills just a much better team. Dolphins young. This one I don't think that we need to go too much into detail. Not many people are going to be watching this game really, except if you're a Bills or Dolphins fan. It's not a very important game to watch, but let's say that the Bills will win this game 23-15 against the Miami Dolphins. I think it will be a decent game, not nothing too crazy though. Not many like amazing highlights or anything, just a normal AFC East matchup. Next, Vikings Colts, and I think this is another close game. We're gonna have some close games. In week two, it's not. Oh, we're just starting to get adjusted. Week two is one of the most important weeks because it's like the second week, and the week one is very important because it's how you start off. But week two just is it's not just a first game, and you didn't even have preseason. So keeping that in mind, keeping all of that in mind, can clearly understand that week two may be like a full okay, I'm into this now for making their new quarterbacks on their new teams. And speaking about that, Philip Rivers didn't have that good of a game. This first game as a Colt, he didn't have that good of a game. They somehow lost to the Jags, but it was actually kind of close. But I think that this game, the Vikings win this one, maybe off a game-winning field goal. I would think. It would be a nice game to watch. I would say two teams that people can argue are kind of evenly matched. The Vikings, they went. Both of these teams are projected to finish around 9-7, 10-6. So I can clearly see how this game can be a close, nice game. And yeah, so I have the Vikings winning this one by 3 points. Next, Cardinals Washington football team. I think the Washington football team starts to look like the Washington football team, not defeat the Eagles, and they only put up 6 points, a very small total, as the Cardinals offense, which is amazing in my opinion, puts up 34 as they crusade to an easy victory against the football team. 34-6, Arizona wins. Hear me out. Another upset. There's been so many upsets last week that it's unbelievable. It's kind of unbelievable to think that there won't be upsets this week. And I think this is an upset. I had this bold take. You guys can watch like some of my older game by game predictions where I clearly said that this game the Texans will steal game week two, and I can clearly understand why the Texans will steal here. Lamar, I think he'll have a good game, but Deshaun has an amazing game. Has four passing touchdowns in my opinion. Lamar has a good game and all, but still, it is not enough to beat this Houston team. How much upsets are just happening in the league? No one expected Washington football team and Jaguars, arguably the two worst teams in the league, to win their week one games. I can't understand why the Texans cannot beat the Ravens. So Texans win this one. This one I think is kind of obvious. Chiefs defending champs 27-17. Very like not really not very like anything too cool, just a normal victory for the Chiefs. 27-17. Now we got the rematch of Super Bowl 49, the one where Russell Wilson threw the pick at the 1 yard line. I know that hurts Seahawks fans, but you guys are playing the Patriots again, and I think you win, get some revenge. The Seahawks are just a little better team, I would say, and I think they'll have a better offensive and defensive performance. It will be Sunday night football, so that's going to be a big thing. Cam, I think he'll have a good game. By no means, not a bad game. I think he'll have a good game, but I don't think it will be as good as to carry his team to victory. So that's why I got the Seahawks winning this one, 35-24. Now you got Monday night football, and I have another upset, everybody. I know there's been so many upsets, but I think the Raiders steal this one in a contender for game of the year. This was like one of those games that we were watching, like Saints Niners, all these Saints and like these multiple teams going out at it with like a final score of like 38-42 or like 40 like what like 46-48 was like the Saints Niners game. And I think this falls into that category. So basically now this game is super hyped because it's Monday night football, first game where the Raiders will be playing in Las Vegas in Allegiant Stadium, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's their first game. They'll be new for them. And without Michael Thomas, he's expected to miss this game. They still dropped 38 points. I think they still do that, but I think that the Raiders come out on top in a close, thrilling, possibly game-winning field goal type game. I feel it. I just feel as I'm a Saints fan. Listen to me. I'm a Saints fan, and I clearly will understand why I predict the Raiders to win this game. It's just a thing in my. Uh, I just have a gut feeling that we will lose this game. So that will do it. Basically, the Raiders will win this game on Monday Night Football to cap off my Week 2 predictions video. So hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. These are the predictions. I'm just gonna go through them a little quickly. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this video. If you're new here, I keep saying it, but subscribe right now. We're really let's try to get 100 subscribers before 2021. That would be amazing. But that will do it. And I